My name's JNabs. This is my prediction video for UFC Fight Night, Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. And as you guys know, the Saudi Arabia is throwing money at the UFC. Dana White's sucking their glizzies and they're getting the good cards. Imagine, Manchester had to stay up at 5 in the morning to see their card. We have to get up early to see this card while they get to stay late. Whatever. Let's get to the first fight of the card. We have Sedriques Dumas versus Denis Tiuliulin. I am going with Denis Tiuliulin until Sedriques Dumas has shown me that he can grapple and, learn how to stuff a takedown or something. I'm going with Denis Tiuliulin, even though he's on like a 3-fight losing streak, maybe 4. But he's lost to like Robocop, the Iron Turtle. He's lost to pretty good opponents. But yeah, man, Sedriques Dumas, and until he, his Achilles heel is really that grappling. Until he shows that he can grapple and keep it on the feet, I don't know what to say. But yeah, I got Denis Tiuliulin. On to the next fight. We have Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya. I have Herbert for this fight. Herbert lost to Ferris, but Bedoya, I don't see him winning this fight. If it's just stays on the feet, I feel like Herbert knows how to really use his kicks well. And mind you, this guy's on a 2-fight losing streak, losing to Chaos Williams and Keon Song. So I gotta go with the guy with at least a little bit more experience in Herbert. He'll use his kicks very well. He'll stay on the feet very well. I got Herbert winning this fight. On to the next one we have Viktoriia Dudakova versus Sam Hughes. I gotta go with Dudakova, even though Sam Hughes has had more activity in the UFC. But Viktoriia Dudakova, she's pretty good. And Sam Hughes, she's pretty much not. If it gets to the ground and the Sam Hughes world, maybe, but Viktoriia Dudakova, she's pretty good. She's on like a three fight win streak, winning her contender bout and 2 other fights in the UFC. There gets no names, but she's just shown that she's way better on the ground and in the striking department. So I gotta go with Viktoriia Dudakova. On to the next fight of the card, we have Guram Kutateladze versus Jordan Vucenic. I gotta go with Guram, even though he's like on a 2-fight losing streak. I caught like the Cage Warriors last promotion. It was like a free prelim on YouTube, but then I went in and saw like the preliminaries. I couldn't see the main card, but they did show this guy Jordan, and he's like had a 4-fight win streak. He's the Cage Warrior champion. He's really good at grappling. He does have a chance to win this fight, don't get me wrong, but Guram has already beat Matthias Gamrot. He's lost to Elvis Brenner. He's just had like fights in the UFC and maybe like better competition. You can't really like go with these Cage Warrior guys like that. Maybe if it goes to the ground, Jordan has it, but I gotta go with the guy with the more experience right now, and that's Guram Kutateladze. I want to lean towards Jordan, but I don't know. He's coming in short notice as well. So yeah. He does have potential though. He does have potential. If he wins this fight, I'm happy for him. But on to the next fight. We have, what you guys love, for all you Lucas Tracy fans, we have Shamil the Bob Gladdy versus Dante Mays. And I gotta go with the Blob here, man. The Blob How can I say this? The Blob. If it goes to the ground, it's the Blob's world. Dante Mays doesn't have that wrestling, doesn't have that grappling. Hopefully, Gaziev's stamina is elite or not elite. At least he can go 3 rounds without gassing out, without having to have his mouthpiece almost literally dropping out of his mouth, even though it did against 13-year Rosenstruck. I'm going with the Blob here, man. If the Blob, can keep it on the ground, not keep it standing, and, doesn't gas out, he'll win this fight. And on to the next fight of the card. We have Muhammad Yahya versus Cool Fernandez. Both of these guys have Yahya has 1 fight in the UFC, but his loss is to Trevor Peek. And you losing to Trevor Peek is, bro, I can't even be mad at you. It's Trevor Peek, man. That man's coming at you like a drunk man at a bar. And he's swinging with everything that he has in him. All the alcohol. And Fernandez hasn't really shown anything, to be honest. And Yaya's against Trevor Peek. They were scrapping. They were throwing out there. And I'm looking at this man's Tapology. He lost to Dusecki. I just see Muhammad Yahya winning in the ground, maybe. If it stays standing, I know he has the striking to beat him. I'd say go 29-28 Yahya. So I gotta go with Muhammad Yahya here. On to the next fight of the card. We have Alonzo Menefield. Oops, hold on. We have Alonzo Menefield versus Azakamat Mazovkavo. I don't know. Azakmat's elite. He's one of the most elite light heavyweights right now. And his striking is amazing. He's on a nice ass win streak right now. He's beaten Jacoby, Devin Clark, and Nizuchuwu, my bad. Nizuchuwu. He won his Contender Series fight as well. This guy's on a nice win streak right now. Well, he's undefeated, but he's gonna kill Menefield. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's undefeated. Menefield got one shot blasted by Carlos Solberg, and he has that Pat Barry chin, bro. He really does have that Pat Barry chin. I feel like this is the black version of Pat Barry. If Pat Barry ever was black in another universe, this would be him. But yeah, I gotta go with Kazamat. His striking's elite. He's undefeated. He's on a nice win streak in the UFC. I don't see nobody beating this guy right now, especially not Alonzo Menefield. But on to the next fight of the card, we have Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner. I gotta go with Joel Alvarez. Yeah, he lost to Arman Sarukian. He won his last fight though. And El Fenomeno is just well-rounded on the feet, on the ground. Elvis Brenner does have good striking. He does have a good ground game too, but I just gotta go with El Fenomeno, man. He's really good. And Elvis Brenner, he has a couple fights in the UFC, bro. And it's not really I don't know, it's not that impressive. His last couple wins were against Kyan Shushevsky, who lost to Kurt Holbrock, and he won against Gurman. Gurman, yeah, who's fighting in this card as well. But he did lose to Oroblau. Oroblau is nasty. And he kind of made that fight a little close. But I just feel like Joel Alvarez is more well-rounded. You know, losing to Oroblau is not bad, bro. Oroblau is a crazy mofo right now. One of the best in the division. But I gotta go with Joel Alvarez. On to the next fight of the card. This is like a... I don't want to say mini gooner fight, but... it's a gooner fight. Let's just say that. Because Gordine is a little baddie. But we got our baby girl, Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Godinez. I gotta go with Lupita. She was on a 4-fight winning streak, and her only loss is to Jambi Roba. And if you lost to Jambi Roba, bro, I ain't gonna hold that on you. Jambi Roba is gonna be next for the title. Her ground game is elite, like elite. And she didn't even get submitted by Jambi Roba. She's beaten Tabitha Ritchie, Ellis Reed, Emily Duche, who just got cut. She beat Cynthia Clavijo as well. She's had a lot of fights in the UFC already. Was on a nice win streak. I gotta go with her. She doesn't hit like a man, because everybody knows when Mackenzie Dern's up against a lesbian, she's getting hurt. She's getting hit like a man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Mackenzie Dern, she just... maybe she has a chance if it goes to the ground and she gets her striking, but Godinez really... she has decent striking. She could keep it on the feet. And she has good grappling as well. And honestly, we're here to see Mackenzie Dern's ass for this card. Like, that's why they hopped her onto the Saudi Arabia card. Let's be honest. They want Saudi Arabians want to knock one off before the next fight of the card, I guess. But yeah, Mackenzie Dern's been on a pretty bad fall, and I'm going with Lupi Godinez. On to the main card, folks. This was the featured prelim. On to the main card. We have Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. I gotta go with Michael Chiesa here, man. I do believe Tony Ferguson does have a chance of keeping this on the feet, though. Don't get me wrong. If he keeps it on the feet and uses his length and striking well, he might have a chance with Michael Chiesa. But if this thing just goes to the ground, Michael Chiesa's winning. And plus, I don't know what's up with Tony Ferguson. I don't know what David Goggins had in this man's head. But this guy gotta come on, retire, bro. I don't want you being the next BJ Penn, bro. You gotta know when to call it. I hope he calls it here. Maybe in the States, maybe where the real UFC fans can appreciate you. Saw the Saudis and the Abu Dhabis, they're a horrible crowd, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every single time the UFC goes over there, they're not even cheering unless somebody's head is knocked off or one of their people are fighting. And mind you, they beefed up this main card for them because, they given Dana White the money and saying, yo, we don't want no shitty cards here. Imagine, they had to get their boy Umar Nurmagomedov here just to sell this card. And it could have been in Denver. But whatever, we're here now. I got Michael Chiesa. On to the next fight of the card, we have Deiveson Figueiredo versus Marlon Vera. This one was a little tough for me to pick, but I gotta go with Deiveson Figueiredo. He's been on a tear. I know the guys he's beaten, Cory. Cody Garbrandt. He had, Cody Garbrandt. He killed Rob Font. He's just been on a tear, bro. And after the Brandon Moreno wars, he's had like a little nice reset in bantamweight, and I feel like he's gonna bring the fight to Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is a really slow starter. It even showed in that O'Malley fight. And Marlon Vera is not no pussy. He can take a punch for real. But I don't know, bro. I gotta go with Deiveson Figueiredo. feel like Marlon Vera has like these like streaks where he's like a win-loss type of guy. He was on like a 4-fight win streak, beating Davy Grant, Frankie Edgar, Rob Font, Cruz, lost to Sandhagen, but then beat Pedro Munoz, got obviously the O'Malley title shot because of the beef that they had there, and O'Malley wanting to recapture that win. But I just see Deiveson Figueiredo bringing the fight to him. He's not going to be scared to strike. If it goes to the ground, that Deiveson Figueiredo is a really good grappler. Don't get me wrong, Marlon Vera is an amazing grappler too with finishes as well, but I just see Deiveson Figueiredo taking this fight, man. And he's just been on a tear so far in bantamweight. And I want to see Deiveson Figueiredo move up, man. It's pretty interesting the way he's, evolved in this division. But yeah, Deiveson Figueiredo. On to the next fight of the card. We have Shahar Magomedov versus Michal Vucenic. I gotta go with Shahar Magomedov. Michal Vucenic has been losing, bro. He hasn't been consistent in winning. He got his arm almost ripped off by Holland. He's also lost to Michael Pereira, Cory Bajalio. He's lost to Dustin Jacoby. He's just not had, and his wins aren't good. Like, come on, 2022, he beat Sam Alvey. He beat Cody Brundage. In 2023, he beat Chidika Nojaku, whatever his name is. I forgot his name, but his wins are sorry. His losses are against guys that are, good in the UFC. And Shahar Magomedov, he's basically in his hometown. These Dakis and inbreds, you know how they do it, man. They're going to take you to the ground, but Shahar is actually a really good striker. Not a real good striker, amazing striker. He's going to knock, he knocks heads off, but I got to go with Magomedov here by whatever, I don't know, knockout, submission. Maybe it goes to 29-28. Maybe 30-27. I don't know. But he's winning this fight. On to the main card. Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. This one was really hard for me to pick as well. I love Cory Sandhagen. His fighting IQ is amazing. His striking, his grappling is so well-rounded. And I really want it. As a Cory Sandhagen fan, I desperately want him to win this fight. Like, I want him to come smoke this dude. Like, I want him to smoke Umar Nurmagomedov. But Umar Nurmagomedov, man, these Dagestanians with their grappling, bro. Man, it's really tough, man. It's really, really tough. If Sandhagen can keep it in the feet, if Sandhagen keeps it on the feet and just fights, it's just like, I look back to that Peter Young loss and it's like, damn, I can see this happening again. Like, I see deja vu. And Umar's really good on the ground. I gotta go with Umar here. I gotta go with Umar Nurmagomedov. I literally will pray. I will wake up as soon as, before the fight card and pray for Cory Sandhagen because I want him to win. Because it'd be nice for him to have a nice upset against the, in the Saudi Arabians. Because, bro, it's horrible what Dana White and these Saudi Arabians are doing. And let's not even talk about the Sphere card, bro. Sphere card is a disgrace. I would make a video on it, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen videos of MMA, Bedtime, and Lucas Tracy. I'm trying to pop out different videos out there for y'all. I have one coming on Wednesday. And yeah, it sucks, man. It really sucks that the Saudi Arabians and you know, like, even the Perth card is way better than the Sphere, bro. Like, the Perth card, the main card in general is good. Like, there's no reason Ode Osborne should be in a main card, bro. Ode Osborne is not good, bro. I feel like you know, Dana White just wanted to just sell the card because he has O'Malley headlining it, Grasso, who's a Mexican, with Valentina, Marab, the Mexican too, I guess, and Lopez versus Brian Ortega. Basically, two Mexicans. Lopez trains out of Mexico. And the rest of the card, you know, there's Mexicans in there, but dude, it's not. They literally took out Fluffy Hernandez versus Michael Pineda, and that should have been literally the opening card of the main card, bro. That would have been amazing, but that's what I'm saying, bro. I just feel like the UFC knows where we're gonna watch it regardless. I don't pay for pay-per-views. I don't know. I know none of y'all pay for no pay-per-views. That's crazy, but it just sucks, bro. It really does suck, and the tickets are astronomically expensive. Like, you're paying $2,000 to sit in the very top where if you lay back one time, your head is gonna hit the back of the stadium or whatever, the Sphere. And it just sucks. It really just sucks what the UFC's doing, what Dana White's doing. Not beefing up the cards where the US crowd really wants it. And the Sphere was supposed to be an amazing card. Supposed to be the best card of all time. And you have probably, I know the Mexicans bring it to each other, but I don't know, man. I just feel like this card is gonna be hella decisions everywhere, hella boring. And man, I don't know who's gonna pay for that card because it's so expensive. I know there's people out there with money that is gonna go to that card for sure. Hella celebrities, because it's an MMA card at the Sphere, and celebrities have the money to pay for that shit. I feel like it's gonna be mostly celebrities though, and people with money. Like, there's not gonna be fans in there unless they're about to pay. They rent, they car, or they're about to take that rent money or their car money out. But yeah, this is my take on the card. I wanted to talk about a little bit of the Sphere. Get that out. Wasn't gonna make a video on it, but yeah, guys, this is JNaps MMA. Like and subscribe. I pop out these videos as much as I can, and I got more videos coming out soon. This is JNaps MMA, and I'm out.